A super special shout out to all my amazing members and patrons for going above and beyond in supporting the channel. If you want to join them, consider becoming a patron. The link as well as the associated perks are in the description down below. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So we are going to be doing another DarknessFalls series, but with a twist. Basically, it's going to be the exact same series as Kane's doing, but you guys know me, I'm going to go insane difficulty. But yeah, this first video is going to be an overview video for those of you guys new to the mod, or those of you that might have forgotten a few things of the mod. And it's not going to be an update like I usually do for the first episode with the patch notes and stuff, because I want to keep this brief. I want to keep this just to this, and then from the second episode we're going to be going with those insane settings, starting a new world, and yeah, the series is going to start basically then. For those of you guys new to DarknessFalls, let me just introduce you to DarknessFalls mod. I've actually been playing this since Alpha 16, so yeah, this is a nostalgic mod for me, one of my most favorite mods that I've ever played. There are quite a few new contenders and stuff, but still, I always keep coming back to this mod. Basically, when you start, you go for a new game. You are greeted with this screen over here that says DarknessFalls Navigain, but you can choose. I actually recommend choosing a map that actually has D-Falls in the name, so don't go random gen. Sometimes it doesn't spawn in all the stuff that you need in the mod. So go DarknessFalls Navigain if you want a Navigain or with a DarknessFalls twist. There's also different maps in the game. You'll see there's Large 1, no pep. Large 1, pep. Large 2, no pep. Large 2, pep. So basically, there are 4 large maps, 4 medium maps, 4 small maps, and then 4 very small maps. You can actually see the sizes of here as well. And there's a map that Kane actually played, I think, back in Alpha 20. I don't know if it is also the Alpha 21 version. Super City 21 DF pep. Oh, I wonder what these are. Super City. That's a new one. I might actually check into that. But yeah, basically, there's different options of here. For those of you that don't know, PEP is just like a expansion pack for POIs. So this one has custom POIs and stuff inside. When it says no PEP, that's just normal vanilla buildings. Now, if you want performance, go for no PEP. If you don't mind a little bit of a performance drop but you want awesome new buildings and stuff, go for PEP. I always go PEP because there's some awesome buildings, and early game, you can take them over as a POI or as like a horde base, and they have so much HP in their blocks. There's also, I'm not going to go over the settings now because we'll do that in episode 2, but over here there's a DarknessFalls option where you can set the max amount of zombies alive. I think it can go up to like 300. You can set the max animals alive, the claim amounts, the minimum amount of zombies in a scream horde, maximum amount of zombies in a scream horde, the minimum and maximum amount of hours a wandering horde can take place, and the minimum and maximum amount of zombies inside a wandering horde as well. Okay, when you load into the map, it actually welcomes you to DarknessFalls. You can read over this if you want to. Also give you the normal simulate.i message. So the first thing you might have noticed is that the tool belt has 15 slots in it, which I think is really, really awesome. And then also when you look at the backpack, it is humongous. Don't worry about the fact that the slots are locked. We'll get to that now. So first things first, you open up the survival backpack over here. And then this small backpack over here you use to increase your slots. So you do this. Now when you open and close it, you'll see we have some slots unlocked. There's actually a medium and a large backpack as well. So backpack that you can actually go for. This is under one of the classes, and this one over here you can do at any time. So you can do the medium backpack like early game already as well. To increase more slots. But you will also have to use other mods and stuff too to get a little bit more space over here. Basically, you have classes in this mod that you can choose from. It's the Farmer, Hunter, Laborer, Mechanic, Scientist, Security, and Survivalist. You can only choose one class. It used to be 2, but now it's just 1. You can choose one class you want to start with. It all depends on your preferences when you play. To choose which class you want, you can actually go to the skills option over here. As you guys can see, there are normal action skills. There are perks, and then all of the classes, Farmer, Hunter, Laborer, Mechanic, Scientist, Security, Survivalist, and even later Technology, are all listed over here. So basically, under Master Farmer, you get off my land. So that is for shotgun skills. Living off the land, that's for more greater yield. Sous Chef, that is for like crafting times and recipes and stuff as well. Over here, you get Hunter. Under Hunter class, you get Stealth Assassin. So that is for sneak damage and movement and stuff. Huntsman and Threat Assessment. This is being able to crouch and see the zombies on the map. Over here, we have Laborer. Advanced Engineering, Hammer and Forge, and Well Maintained. I actually really like Well Maintained because at its maximum, it actually slows the degradation of your tools and weapons by 50%, which is a lot. For those of you guys who don't know, I'll just mention here, if you repair something in DarknessFalls, you lose 5 durability each time. So the less you have to repair it, obviously with a skill, the better for you. We have the mechanic class over here, salvage operations, grease monkey, and robotics inventor underneath this one. For scientist class, you have demolition expert, yay science, and physician. For security class, you have flurry of blows, pain tolerance, and armor specialist. And this is the one I usually go for. Under survivalist, here is the survivor, charismatic nature, and wasteland treasures. Now, charismatic nature is the one where you can get like double rewards. But it's actually level locked under level 20. So if you get over here, you get, it says over here, you can now choose 2 quest rewards. Traders offer all of the items ever, plus 75% trader stage. So by doing trader quests, you can actually see over here your trader stages and factions go up as well. Further than that, if you love the skills over here, you go for that quest. You can also master a class which unlocks more things for you. For example, under farmer over here, learn how to craft growing lights and modified plant seeds for underground farms. Learn Grandpa's secret recipes that boost stats and attributes along with blackstrap coffee and multiple other foods. Increase crafting tier by 10 for shotguns and hoes. For your hunter class, it says under Master Hunter, unlock the advanced extended magazine mod, sniper rifle, ghillie suit, and titanium knives recipes. Increase crafting tier by 10 for rifles and stealth armor. Increases the range and duration of your tracking ability. Under labor class, the mastery is unlocks titanium building block recipes, unlock titanium tool recipes, unlocks various titanium trap recipes. Increase crafting tier by 10 for tools and crafts the harvest count with mining tools by 25%. For mechanic, the mastery is unlocks your oil pump, SMG, titanium club, titanium sledgehammer, car battery, engine, gyrocopter, box truck, buggy, Humvee, stallion, and marauder recipes. So these are like the advanced vehicles that are really, really awesome. Increases crafting tier by 10 for clubs and sledges, salvaging tools, SMG, robotic turret, and junk turret. And the scientist class over here, it says unlocks the plasma baton, titanium hunting knife, advanced healing items, anti-rad mods, crowbar, military tablet, and titanium machete recipes. The crowbar is really awesome. You can power attack a safe and open it up in one shot, but it has a chance of spawning a screamer. The military tablet, you can actually scan the ground and see where treasures are, and you can scan through walls and stuff and see where the zombies are, so that's awesome. Increases crafting tier by 10 for bladed weapons, including spears, batons, crowbars, flamethrower, rocket launcher, and robotic drone. Under security mastery, you have unlocks advanced tactical rigging for more carry capacity. The tactical rigging you can put on your chest piece. So you get tactical rigging, or basic tactical rigging, and advanced tactical rigging. Titanium club and advanced brass catcher recipes. Increases crafting tier by 10 for automatic weapons and all armor, excluding the power armor. Power armor falls under technology class. Survivalist, this is the one I usually go for. Unlocks large backpack. Remember I said you have multiple backpacks. Large backpack for more space. Mega crush, signal flare. This you can use to actually call in airdrops, and in airdrops you have chances of finding mastery books. Survival torch, biofuel, gas can, gunpowder bundle, titanium crossbow, and bolts recipes. Increase crafting tier by 10 for all pistols, but not the SMG, all knuckles, and all bows. Later, you can actually go for the technology class over here, but you'll have to get new notes. Like I said, guys, you can only accept one class in the beginning, but you can unlock others. You just need the notes. So any books that you don't want or that you've already read, scrap them. You'll get yellow notes. 120 notes in the research desk. You'll be able to make yourself the class book for other stuff as well. You can even craft the mastery tiers over here, or you can spend 10 points and unlock the mastery itself. Under technology over here, you have technology crafting. This unlocks a lot of stuff. Unlocks recipes for laser multi-tool, laser workbench, fusion forge, laser battery mod, energy cell, and uranium. You have to be player level 80 though, so this is basically starting to get to end game. Over here, unlocks recipe for laser sword, power hammer, plasma axe, laser spear, and power fist recipes. Level 95. Unlocks recipes for nanites, all 2 tech boost parts, and all 2 bio boost perks. Unlocks the pulse grenade, pulse rocket, pulse mine, laser pistol, so laser sniper rifle, arc gun, appropriate gun parts recipes. Unlocks pulse arrows and pulse bolts for the compound bow and titanium crossbow. You have to be player level 110. Crafting tier over here. Unlocks recipes for the laser carbine, laser shotgun, and appropriate gun parts. Unlocks the thermal cooling for mod laser weapons. That's basically like the silencer for laser weapons. Unlocks the laser shotgun turret. So you even have turrets that can or like there's coil turrets and laser turrets that can actually take down demons as well. This one over here, last one, it says unlocks recipes for power armor. These are rad resistant, so you can go into the wasteland because the wasteland in Darkness Falls is radiated. So you definitely need a set of like hazmat clothing or hazmat mods or the power armor. Unlocks the overcharged energy cell and molecular reconstruction repair kits. Basically, there's 2 of these. One to repair everything in your tool belt without degradation, and everything inside your backpack without degradation. Unlocks the laser carbine turret. Over here, a level requirement, level 140. Now, when you go for the advanced classes over here, you actually have 2 options. Biological boosts. For this one, you need demonic essences that you can get from demon gates. So if you see a demon gate in the wasteland, run up to it, break it, loot it, get the essence, or loot it from zombie corpses, and it's like a red marker. You can then go and unlock this with shots. But if you choose these, you cannot get these as well. These ones you need nanites to unlock. So this is basically running nightmare speed and you're strong. This over here is super fast healing, and transhuman over here is for mining tools and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the classes. When it comes to general skills, or action skills, you'll see over here, by using archery weapons or reading the archery books, you can upgrade this to 100, and then you can invest points in this as you go. But it requires archery level 1, 10, 20, 40, and 60. So it's basically almost like Ravenous as well. We have to do stuff with stuff to unlock a skill. You also get athletics, so just by running around, this goes up. Health Nut helps you with your minimum wellness. So basically, you can die as much as you want. It won't go under 100, and your maximum wellness goes up by 100. Sexual Tyrannosaurus, this is still a thing in Darkness Falls. This is awesome. I love this. This helps with your stamina. Parkour, everyone knows. From the Shadow, everyone knows. Automatic weapons, using this and then upgrading your M60s and stuff. Blunt weapons, pummel beat. Breaking, entering is for your crowbar. Bladed weapons, this one is actually really awesome because there's a laser katana in the game, a laser sword. And I love that weapon. By doing this, you can go into Blade Guy and Knife Master, and by having these 2, you can be like godlike in this game. It helps with your stamina usage, and it helps with your damage overall. Yeah, these are all the action skills. You still have Fast Eddie, which allows for faster looting. Quality Joe for better loot, and Treasure Hunter for narrowing down the treasure. Because the treasure circles can sometimes be a little bit big. In the past, you could actually dig like 1 block into the ground, and you could see through the world. You could clip through the world with your head and see the treasure. But now the sphere updates and stuff, it's actually very claustrophobic underground, so be careful. We also have perks over here. Now, you can actually go into these over here, but these are level locked, basically. Say, for example, you want to repair something. I'll actually show this to you guys. Let's go in together. We'll go for a pistol. It'll be a level 44, and we'll take a repair kit. We'll also take some 9mm ammo. Just gonna fire a few shots, and we're gonna repair it. So we do that. You go and you repair it. That was level 44, and now it's level 39. So you just lost 5 levels on that. By going into these skills over here, you can also reduce like the cost of all the degradation. So basically, if you go into level 1, your tools and weapon or your armor over here, for example, this is light armor, won't go under level 11 or quality 11. So basically, you can go up to 51. Your weapons can be combined all the way up to level 80, but this skill only allows for up to 51. So as long as you have all of this unlocked to up to there, if you repair this gun, when it was level 44, you repair it, it will not lose any degradation. Anything 51 and under will not lose degradation when you repair it. So yeah, make sure to go into these appropriate perks over here if you want to continue as well. There's tool crafting, science crafting, it helps a lot with mods. In Darkness Falls, all the mods are locked under this. So for example, this unlocks tier 1 mods. This unlocks tier 2 mods over here, and this one over here unlocks tier 3 mods. So depending on what tier a mod is, you'll first have to go and unlock these, and you have to be play level 50 to unlock tier 3 mods. I think like the mining helmet is a tier 1, and then the watch is a tier 2 or something like that. So you have to unlock you have to be the appropriate level to unlock this to be able to craft mods for yourself. You get tool crafting over here, obviously for the same thing. Quicker crafting really helps with the speed of crafting. Let's see. Pack mule, there's only 3, but it's 1, 2, and 3 points. Kitchens for dummies and plumbing for dummies. This you can actually make yourself a working stove, and this you can make yourself a working sink. So you really want to do this. And completionist, once you have all of your classes, skills, and masteries unlocked, when you go over here, you can go into completionist, and that gives you more levels. It says over again, 25% more extra XP, never suffer ill effects from death, increase crafting tier by 20 for all future technology items. That's like, for example, the power armor. Requirements, complete all classes, all their masteries, and the technology crafting perk. So you even have to go and unlock all of this Go into whichever one you have. Make it 5 out of 5. Technology crafting 5 out of 5 as well. Okay, forge ahead, chemistry station, all of these are basic. Also, if you put points into any of these, like workbenches, you can early game put points into the workbenches over here. It says over here, level requirements, tool crafting 2. So that's under the perks, tool crafting. And no laborer class. The moment you unlock laborer class, it's going to give you these skills back and then lock this section over here. So just be careful. Now you unlock this, for example, and you can make a workbench. But the moment you go into laborer class, it gives you the point back. Now you can't make workbenches anymore until you actually go into advanced engineering. So just please keep that in mind. But that's basically it for how you start the game. Like I also said over here, you have trader factions. The more quests you do for a trader, the better. This White River faction over here is the scouts, the one that sends you on your classes. You'll see inside, this is over here is the trader himself, and then you'll have in the back corner over here.
What are you looking for?
Caitlin. Oh, not Caitlin, sorry, Scout. Caitlin is in the wasteland. You actually do quests for as well, just like the trader, but she gives you like really easy kill quests. You come back, hand it in, you can get some weapons as rewards. After doing a few quests for her, she'll open trade routes for you as well. She sends you to Razor, you do quests for Razor. Razor sends you to Eve, you do quests for Eve, and then Eve sends you to Dr. Anna. Dr. Anna is going to send you to the wasteland, to the big bunker in the game. There's 2 bunkers, one small, one big. So for Eve's third quest, you clear the small bunker, and for Anna's quest, you clear the big bunker. And then in the wasteland, there's a trader known as Caitlin. You can actually go do quests for her. She usually sells a lot of awesome stuff as well, so be sure to check her out. She is in the old Trader Gen, Alpha 20 Trader Gen POI. It's the one with the trailer. In DarknessFalls, food may actually be a problem because most foods have food poisoning. So be very, very careful. You basically have to make your own food from the start. Now, there's a few ways to mine, and you also have to have your trusty iron hoe over here. Basically, in the past, you were able to go, as you can see now, these 3 blocks are tilled. Do that and then till this row over here as well. Just know in DarknessFalls, if you till 2 rows next to each other, you will only be able to plant in one of those rows. You can't plant in both. So you do this row over here, skip a row, and then do this row over here. Just destroy this. There is also another option, obviously. Instead of just skipping a row, put some farm plots in between. So alternate. Farm plots are actually kind of expensive, so I wouldn't recommend until like super late game having like a full farm of farm plots. It's just easier sometimes to make the farm plots because you saw I'm holding this down. I'm holding it down. I'm clicking. This is how slow it actually tills the ground. It's super, super slow. So you can either till the ground every second row and then put water in between, or you can put like this over here, the farm plot. So it's a row that's tilled, farm plot, row that's tilled, and then water. Now, in the beginning, it might actually be a lot easier just taking a bucket, because you can actually get a bucket like this, bucket of water. This actually has water in, but yeah, you can make an empty bucket and then go scoop it over by a water source, and then you fill in a row. But as the plants grow, the water gets used up. So I wouldn't recommend this. Instead, do something like this. You can make a rain catcher. After a while, it's going to fill up with water. But make sure it's like 2 blocks into the ground, because this actually loves welling up water. Like 2 blocks sometimes above it, there's water. So you can either go and make it like this. Let me just put that back in. 2 blocks into the ground, you put the water catcher. Then you make like a 3x3 where the water's going to appear. Then you can start with either a farm plot or the sand. Remember, it's easier and cheaper to just till the ground. It's a little bit more expensive, but easier or more... it's for lazy people using the farm plots. So you can actually do the first one on dirt, and then farm plot, and then dirt. Usually the crops reach water by like 3 or 4 blocks. 4 is stretching it a little bit thin. So every 3, if you put a water catcher over here, then there's 1, 2, 3. That's for that water catcher. 1, 2, 3. And then the other 3x3 is going to start over here. So water needs to be within like 3 blocks of the actual item. So we do that. Another catcher. Put that over there. That's going to create water. And you do the same farm over. So even though there's 6 blocks in between, 3 of these blocks go for this water source. 3 of these blocks go for this water source. Later game, when you actually have irrigation unlocked, you can actually do something like this. Go to a water source, even by a lake or something. You don't really need to make a water catcher. Well, the rain catcher over here replenishes water over time, so it's actually also really good. By the source over here, you put one of these over. It's called an irrigation pump. You put that there. 6 or 7 blocks away, you actually take the pipe, the irrigation pipe, and just go all the way out. Now, the reason for that is, remember what I said. Plants draw from water within 3 blocks. So if your farm starts right over here, your farm will use of this water, and this water will deplete faster. But like this, only this irrigation pump uses the water, and then it sends it through the pipes over here. And I actually prefer doing this. I do 1 row dirt, 1 row farm plot, 1 row dirt, 1 row farm plot, 1 row dirt. There's a lot of ways to do it. You might have your own ideas, creative ideas. I'm not that creative when it comes to this stuff. You can even use this pipe over here and go into advanced rotation and send it up. So if this was in its place, it would have looked like this instead of that one over there. This one is on its side. It sends it to the different corners. You have the corners over here. You don't have to use caps to cap them off at the sides over here. I know some mods require you to put the cap on. This mod does not. So yeah, this is a super easy way to make a farm. Remember, you have to till the ground over here. Farm plot, you don't have to till. And then in between over here, you make dirt, farm plot, dirt, farm plot, dirt. I just don't put another row because I actually like this aesthetic. I don't want to see dirt, farm plot, dirt, farm plot, dirt, farm plot. It's just going to annoy me. But seeing it like this actually looks really, really nice. But yeah, guys, just make sure that when you do this, this over here, the irrigation is technically meant to be for underground purposes. So you actually have a light, a grow light over here. You make these, you put them underground. You put the actual crops close to a light like this, and it simulates sunlight. So by doing this with the grow lights, you can actually make sure that the plants grow underground as well. But you have to have irrigation over here. So yeah, so that is it for the farming. I know it's just basic stuff for the farming, but I almost never showed the farming before. So yeah, like I said, you can make a row like this, where it's a row, gap, and then every now and then you place a water row. But remember, the plants are going to use up that water super fast. So I recommend using a rain catcher like this in the beginning. And then when you have irrigation, doing something like this. Just don't let the farm close to this water source over here. When it comes to building in this game, you get wooden blocks like these. And when you want to upgrade them, you go to cobble. You upgrade that to concrete. Upgrade that to steel. That requires 10 steel. Upgrade steel to reinforced steel. That used to take 20 steel, but now takes 10 steel. And when you upgrade that to titanium, it's, yeah, that's the next step. So it goes wood, cobble, concrete, steel, reinforced steel, and titanium. Later in the game, you can actually craft these blocks. So instead of placing or starting with wood and upgrading all the way through, which actually does give you quite a bit of XP, but it's just easier sometimes crafting cobble shapes, crafting concrete shapes. You can craft steel blocks, but not the reinforced version, as far as I'm aware. And then over here with the titanium, you can actually craft the titanium blocks as well. Titanium. I'm going to show you guys this quickly. Titanium shape. There you go. Just be very, very careful in DarknessFalls. As you can see, there's an insane placing speed over here. So if you hold down the button, it places blocks way too fast. So if you are working with blocks that you cannot pick up, like titanium and steel, click it. It's the safest way to do it. Or alternatively, start with the cheapest resources and then upgrade it all the way. That way, at least you can make sure that if you misplace something, it's not an expensive block like this. Wood has 500 HP. Cobble has 1.5. Concrete has 5. Steel 10. Reinforced steel 20. And titanium has 30k. So just keep that in mind. If you misplace a titanium block, it's 30,000 HP that you have to destroy. Okay, last time I did this, I actually showed all of the zombies, but I think that's not going to be necessary. Early game, you start by facing decaying. They're weak zombies. Decaying normal zombies and decaying radiant zombies at night. As you progress, you start facing normal zombies. There are some custom zombies in between as well, but they're basically normal full health zombies. You get your feral zombies and your radiated zombies. So that's you can actually see when it says decaying, it's super easy. When it says radiated, be very careful. Then you get one that's actually strong and fast. It's called the tough zombie. There's actually very few of them. Actually, if you go over here, they're called legendary in this menu. There's only 5 legendary zombies. Not all zombies can be radiated and tough and demonic and stuff. As you guys know, for example, the biker, or not the biker, the demo. Let's go that's F5, F6. If you go demolisher, there's only the normal demonic, the demolisher over here. And then you get this one over here. We're going to actually have some fun with this one later. This one does insane damage. This one does hell damage. If this is insane, that's hell. But yeah, some zombies only have like 2 or 1 version of themselves, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, you get decaying zombies. You get normal zombies, feral zombies, radiated zombies, tough zombies. Then you start getting these monsters called titans. They do quite a bit of block damage, so be super careful. You get the radiated version of them as well. Over here we have the behemoth and the radiated behemoth. In the past, there used to be different kinds as well. Oh, this is not bad. This is not good. The demons are starting to act up. But yeah, so you get the behemoth and you get the radiated behemoth. Over here, you get the first demonic zombie. Most of the normal zombies come in this form. If it's orange like this, they're a normal demon. With this form, you can stop their regen because they have insane regen properties. See, already back to full HP. Even with an AK, sometimes you can struggle to kill them. Use a quail weapon or a legendary item as well. You get legendary knives, tools and stuff. If it says, for example, Jason's machete, it has like yellow around the word. That is a legendary item. It can stop the regen. So insane DPS or quail or legendary weapons can kill them. These are empowered demonic behemoths. If you have a damage per second quail weapon, you might be able to kill them. But you preferably need laser weapons to be able to kill these ones. They have quite a bit more HP than their friends over there. And like I said, quail's not going to really do much to them. Then we start getting into demon royalty. So we have the incubus over here. And the succubus, that's basically like the prince and the princess of the demon world. Then we have the incubus king and the succubus queen. That's the patriarch and matriarch. They are way tough. You can actually see this one over here has 15,000, 5,000, 20,000, and then this one over here 30,000 HP. What's pushing me? 30,000 HP, and they heal insanely fast. For these, you have to use laser weapons. Quail weapons will not cut it at all. I also don't suggest you guys do melee because this dude is almost immune to melee. And he's fast. He runs really fast. So shoot him up with laser tech and just run. Then we start getting like the generals and stuff. We have over here the demonic behemoth. This used to be a behemoth like that one over there with like gray and everything. But yeah, they removed that model and now he's only like this. And this was the old incubus. Now the empowered demonic behemoth. So that's demonic behemoth. This is an upgraded version. 10,000, 20,000. And if you guys are wondering why there's so many demons in the vicinity over here, even this dude over here, it's thanks to her. This queen over here calls in her masses. She's like a screamer but for demons. So there's constantly new ones spawning in over here. We also have some demon enemies over here. You do get a demon hell wolf, hell bear, and hell pigeon. That one also shoots fireballs. This one's fireballs are super accurate. And then the incubus and succubus, their fireballs are slightly less accurate, but also can one-shot kill you. So be very, very careful. Now, I want to show you guys this. Look at the bottom of the left of my screen. I'll just turn that on. The moment I go a little bit too far to this side, you see I'm starting to die over here. I'm starting to get negative effects. That's due to the Demon Lord, the Lord of Hell. So basically the whole game builds up to facing him, but the most dangerous during especially Horde nights are these two over here. This one and this one. You can make a base that is like a what do you call it? A standalone AFK base that protects you against basically all of these, except the vulture that can shoot fireballs, and the queen and the princess over here that can shoot fireballs as well. This one is, however, you can actually see starting to affect us from about here. So your base needs to be at least 11 blocks, your walkway, 11 to 12 blocks away from you, and also high up. So when he goes underground or underneath you, he doesn't start killing you like this. But yeah, this dude has a 30. I actually want to see if it's possible to show you guys this. If you shoot them, sometimes the HP goes up. I'm not doing enough damage right now. Her HP can actually go higher. His shows 30,000, but sometimes it can go up to 100 or 300,000, or at least that used to be able to. So the moment they start taking a lot of damage, they heal all the way up past their limits. They almost never spawn with full HP as well. They spawn with half. So if you're not careful, they regen, they hit themselves, hit each other, and then they start healing, and then, yeah, that's insane. Also, now, for the fun part, that was it regarding the zombies. I'm going to show you guys this. You shoot this dude in the chest. Run. Run, 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 run. Look how big his range is. It's insane damage compared to a normal demo. We'll put the normal demo over here quickly. See the small block over here. Whoa, something just hit me. This is a small block over here. It's way, way bigger over here. He stood over here. Some damage went underground, But most of them are just like a hand spread out all along over here. So yeah, that is it for the zombie coverage. Like I said, there are so many other zombies and stuff that I could show you guys. But it's basically weak zombies, normal zombies, feral, radiated, tough. And then you start getting these guys. Then you start getting the demons, the lackeys, the empowered ones, and then the royalty over here. The whole goal of Simulator Die is to die. Because after a while, you can make a base that is however OP and AFK, but those two flyers over there will mess you up. And she also spawns in zombies on your roof. So make sure there's no ladder coming from the roof down to your base. When it comes to the vehicles in the game, you have your bicycle, your mini bike, motorcycle, and 4x4. You can actually find these in the world as well, but they're really rare to repair. I don't know if that's been removed or not, but that is a thing as well. So you can repair these, but by the time you actually can find one to repair, you can already make your own, and yeah, it's sometimes not worth it. But there's also the B-dubs vehicle in this mod, where you can get the buggy, the marauder, the box truck. There's actually quite a big list of all of the B-dubs vehicles inside of here. For those of you guys that know B-dubs, you know who I'm talking about. But you get the dirt bike, you get the Nova, you get all these custom vehicles in the game as well. When it comes to the workbenches, as I mentioned earlier as well, you get the player oven, working oven. You can choose between this design or this fancy one. So you place that down. You can also choose between the different sinks that you might find, either this one or this one. You place that down. And then over here, you can actually go and cook. You just need a battery and this improved heating element over here. And you can actually make yourself some awesome food over here. You also get the sink here. If you take an empty jar, and you left click on it, it gives you normal water. So you don't have to cook up any water. It actually gives you drinkable water. So the sooner you can actually make yourself a sink, the better it's going to be for you. Then you get the workbench over here. As you guys might have noticed as well, it says original item, repair item, output. You can go and combine items in DarknessFalls. So those of you guys that know Ravenhurst, if you do this, you repair a weapon, it goes down in durability. With this, it can go up in durability all the way to level 40, so it's still green. If you want to go purple and up, you have to use the laser workbench, which we're going to get to right now. So this is for just normal everyday crafting and then also to combine your stuff. Make sure if you have a weapon with the mods on, you put it as the original item. If you then repair it with the same item, you'll still have all the mods. If you accidentally put the modded item in the repair item slot, you'll lose all the mods on that weapon. So be very, very careful. Then you over here get the metal workstation. You need a welding torch and calipers for this one. This is basically you make all your tools, steel stuff, iron stuff, anything that you might require that's heavy and strong or hard, you make over here. You also get this tailoring workstation where you need a sewing kit and a tanning rack. This is where you actually make your backpacks. Medium backpack, large backpack you can make over here. Then you have your, so I think it's interacts over there, mechanic workstation. So when you have your mastery for your mechanic, and you want to craft all of these awesome vehicles over here. This is actually a list of all the vehicles. You can come craft it here. And any mods that you need for the vehicles as well gets crafted inside this station. Over here we have the chemistry station. As you guys know, that's just a normal chemistry station. You have the oil pump, which is under one of the classes. You need an engine. And then you can make oil shale with wood. So you don't need to search for oil and stuff, but you have to get the oil pump. So I'm going to confirm this quickly. Mechanic. Yeah, unlocks it. You have to have master mechanic to have this, but the moment you do, you don't have to worry about fuel at all. And that also, I think, let me just see, Molotov, I think this was changed. Yeah, it now requires grain alcohol, not gas. Because if you have this, then you have like an endless supply of Molotovs. In DarknessFalls, I'm going to be doing my series on insane difficulty, which means headshots only, basically. You can go for bodies, but it's going to take way more ammo. Fire and explosions still do normal damage, though, so Molotovs really help. Up until about like tough radiators and bosses and stuff. Then I would not recommend you actually do that. Oh, I actually forgot earlier with the zombies. Night Stalker. I forgot to show you guys these two. They're so invisible. I might have spawned and I just forgotten to mention them. As you guys can see, they're almost invisible. This guy you can actually get on day 7 and this one gets a little bit later. But sometimes explosives and fire and stuff don't work on them. And they only appear when you shoot them. I think they also only take damage from that stuff basically when they're visible like this. So be very careful. Yeah, you can be walking around in the snow or the burnt biome or wherever, and then all of a sudden just feel a smack and it might actually be one of these. And they're so invisible, it's really, really hard to see where they are. They're also kind of powerful as well, so when they hit you, be super, super, super careful. Okay, anyways, after all those workstations, you get the laser workbench. For this one, you can use the wrench and the claw hammer from the workbench. You can use the welding torch and the calipers from the metal workstation, and then you need a laser multi-tool. And this is where you make all of your laser items. As you guys know, oh, I almost forgot to show the forges. There's a normal forge, a big forge, advanced forge, and this one. So in the beginning, you can craft this. You see, I'm a little bit unprepared for this today. But yeah, so basically, you have the forge. You have the big forge. Then you have the advanced forge. These two over here still make the heat map go up. I also have the cement mixer, but it's just a normal mixer. Forge. Yeah. So basically, you just get a normal mixer. There's nothing special about that. But these over here still add to the heat map, so you're going to get streamers. The moment you can, you have to try and see if you can't get the advanced forge. It's a little bit expensive, like really expensive, but it doesn't need a fuel source. And also, it doesn't add to the heat map at all. Also, in Darkness Falls, you guys might have noticed you don't smelt stuff in. Instead of putting the iron and clay and stuff over here and smelting it into the machine, you just have to have it on you. So at any time you want to, you can just go and pick up your workstation. You don't have to worry about resources being stuck inside. Now, after the advanced forge, you get one with a laser workstation over here called the Fusion Forge. And the Fusion Forge, why can't I interact with this thing? You're supposed to be able to interact with it. This is where you make your super stuff. What if I spawned the wrong one? Oh, there you go. Over here, you can. It's basically like an advanced chem station. This also doesn't produce any heat. So the chem station produces heat because it burns fuel. This does not burn fuel. You can make forged titanium. It's also like a normal forge. So it's a forge and a chem station melted into one. You can go and make your enriched uranium over here for your laser energy ammo. And then over here, you make all your laser weapons and stuff. So laser. All the laser parts are made in the Fusion Forge, and all the weapons are made over here. You just need the multi-tool to be able to make them, and obviously the appropriate levels into the skill itself. So guys, I know this was a very rough overview. I'm actually very, very tired today, but I was like, you know what? I want to start this series, but just like a little bit of overview of what you guys can expect for those of you new to the mod. Yeah, just follow the mod. I really love this mod. I usually do everything except sometimes mining. So there's a lot that I haven't covered now, but that I will be covering in the series. And yeah, hopefully I can see you guys in episode 2. Let's quickly go over how to install the mod. Linked down below in the description will be the Discord invite for Darkness Falls. You go over to the announcements tab over here and you scroll to where you can see Darkness Falls version 5.0.1. That's what we're playing right now. And over here by main download, that's where I do it. You could use the mod launcher, guys, but I prefer manual installations. It just, for me, works way better overall. For those of you guys that are new to manual installation, basically you go over to Steam. You go to the game itself, so that in our case is 7 Days to Die. You right click, you say manage, browse local files. So it's going to pop up this over here. You go one back to common, and where it says 7 Days to Die, you make a copy of it. So copy, and then you go to your desktop and you paste it over here. Now I already have it over here. So it's going to make a 7 Days to Die folder. I just usually rename it to Darkness Falls. So when you open it up, it has everything, but it does not have the mods folder yet. This download link that you get in Discord, as soon as it's downloaded, will be under your downloads over here. You then go and you say extract to make a folder. Inside this folder where it says mods, I just took everything, but you only have to take the mods folder. You just go and you copy this. You go over to desktop where you made that new folder and you paste it over here. As you can see, I already pasted it. There's a mods folder over here. So now all of my 7 Days to Die mods are in this copy of the game. When you run it manually, make sure your Steam is open. I just usually minimize it. And then inside this folder, go to where it says 7 Days to Die. Not this launcher thing over here, this over here. You double click this, and then as soon as it gets in, it's supposed to look like this. If you see a vanilla screen, you did something wrong, go try again. But yeah, that's how you manually install the game. It's super, super easy. Kane also has it over on his channel, so just search Kane's Corner. Yeah, this is just, like I said, a quick overview of the game. From episode 2, we will be doing a series, and I'm going to be making a new game with all new badass settings and stuff as well. So I really hope to see you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked the video, please like and share with your friends. Comments, tips, and feedback, leave them below. And if you guys are new to this channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button for more of this content. See you guys next time as we start our insane Darkness Falls series. Members and patrons get shoutouts in all of my videos, get access to a private members-only Discord channel, and as a thank you for supporting the channel, get access to my 7days server. If interested, check out the links in the description down below.